Ooh, welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Bank Phillies podcast. I am your host, Pete, along with my co-host, Henry, who is back. What is up, my guy?
What's up? What's up? I hate the Braves.
We do not like the Braves, and that series did not go how we wanted to go at all.
Yeah. I
None.
mean, we were missing a third of our lineup, so I'm not. I mean,
Yes,
they can
but
hang the banner for being 4-2 in the regular season against us, but honestly, who really cares?
yeah, and that's the thing. It's these games were important though, and I just wish that we could at least got 2 out of 3. And I talked about it on the series in review. It's just like you want to keep building that division lead, and I don't know. Now they're all bragging like, "Oh, here we come for that division." It's like, all right,
We're still 8 games ahead.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand. I'm like, relax,
People are
relax.
so
Like,
stupid.
it's like, dude.
Like,
Oh man.
God, dude, I can't stand that. It's
Yeah.
so annoying. It really is, because it's like now you're just being delusional.
No, I know.
Like now you're just being delusional because we came in what? It was we were 10 games above them.
I think so. Yeah.
Right. Okay. We lost a 2-game lead. We're like, or two games of our lead.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's gonna happen. Same thing
Yeah.
happens if one of us has a bad week or one of us has a good week. Like, shut
Yeah.
up. Shut up. Don't you have
Well,
some
yeah.
trash to go throw in the field or something?
Yeah. You know how
Not
Braves fans
us.
get. Well, I'm talking about Braves fans. I mean, yes, Phillies fans have been freaking too, but Braves fans were bragging about how
Yeah, I'm talking about the Braves fans, the ones that throw trash on the field. That's what I'm talking about. Bums.
Oh man,
Ridiculous.
I'm just like whatever, dog. Listen. I don't. I'm not too nervous. It is annoying. Like I said, these games are important, but hey, we get Schwarber and Harvard back this week, hopefully, so we should be fine. We're good. I'm
Yeah,
not.
well, yeah. And hopefully JT sooner rather than later.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know how many more Stubbs and Marchand at bats I can stomach. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, it's brutal. All right, so let's get right in and dissect this series. So going into game one, I mean, what else could you ask for? I mean, against a team like the Braves, Nola pitched a decent game outside of 3 earned runs he gave up. He had 8 strikeouts, and then Trey Turner, I mean, put the team on his back basically with the 2 moonshot homers. And I'm just saying, if he continues to play like that when Schwarber, Harper, and Real need to get back, I mean, that's all you can ask for, man. And I mean,
Yeah.
Alvarado, he was a little bit shaky at the end of the game, but once again, Hoffman saved the day and closed it out for the 8-6 win. But I mean, overall, it was a competitive game for the most part.
Yeah. And I do want to reference, I guess it was last Sunday episode
Mm-hmm.
when I said if we're gonna keep winning at the pace we were winning,
Mm-hmm.
Castellanos is gonna have to step up. And he's
Yep.
been doing decent. He's getting his average up there. He's not exactly hitting for power, but his average
Yeah.
is getting up there. And I said a guy like Trey Turner has to play MVP caliber baseball. And that's
Yep.
exactly what he's doing. Since coming back from the IL, he's hit, I believe it's 6 home runs now or 5 home runs. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you can't really ask for much more out of a guy who traditionally isn't going to hit, 45 home runs,
Yeah.
but is hitting home runs at the clip he is with our big players out.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, he's seeing the ball well too. I mean, you look back at the
Yeah,
home runs that he hit. I mean, it's like, dude, like
they're
some of
tank
the
shots.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's like his swing is so quick that it's like boom. Once he hits that, it's gone, dog. I mean, like
Yeah,
those were moonshots. Like some of it's just like, dude, holy crap. I mean, it's great to see. It's great to see because his history so far here, and people were like, oh, he's not playing up to par and stuff like that. And it's just like, dude, like once he settles in and he's playing his game, dude, like that's all we need. We don't need him to do too much. Like we were saying before, like we don't need you to go out there and be hero like every at bat. I mean,
yeah.
a single, a
Just
bloop double.
be better. That's all. Like,
Exactly.
or just
Exactly.
be above average. That's all.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
need you to be Bryce Harper, but
No,
I need you to be Trey Turner.
exactly. While Bryce Harper's out, so we
Yeah.
need that. But yeah, it was a good game, man. It's just, yeah, Alvarado, man, is getting a little worrisome, and I text you that night about that tweet I saw where people were saying, what was it? They were giving him Craig Kimbrell vibes from last year, and I was like, oh man, I was
I
like,
hate Craig Kimbrell.
don't say that, don't. Uh, I don't think he's gonna get that bad. I think it's just there's
He's
certain
not.
games. No,
He's
he's
not.
not. It
It's
just
for
was
people who saw one bad closer. That's
like,
that's the people that are saying that. They've
yeah,
seen one bad Phillies closer in their entire life. I was watching when we had I don't even know some of the guys that were closing games back then. I
yeah,
can't like pick the closers out of the hat, probably because there wasn't a lockdown closer.
yeah. I mean,
Great
it is what
great
it
point.
is. Sometimes it seems like he loses a little bit of control, and
Yeah.
he can't find
Well,
his
he has
spots, and
let make no mistake, he has no command of his pitches as it is.
yeah, true.
Like it just he can throw it 115 miles an hour, but he he's a
Yeah,
flamethrower, but he doesn't have a ton of control.
yeah. Honestly, I think my stance on like Hoffman being the closer is pretty strong right now. I don't know about Alvarado being in that spot yet.
I
I
like
know there's been
Alvarado
this.
in the eighth.
Yeah, Alvarado in eighth is fine. I just don't think he's certified closer yet. I just he's got to get the control down, and we've seen too much of that this year, and it's worrisome, bro. We cannot have that in Red October. So it's just
I like a lineup or a bullpen of Strom seventh, Alvarado eighth, or you can flip them
mhm.
and then Hoffman in the ninth.
Yeah, or even Kirkering too. You
Even
think he's
Kirk,
ready for
yeah,
that?
even Kirk. Yeah, I do. I think he's just about as ready as Alvarado.
True, with more control and better control, probably.
Yes, and better pitches.
Yeah. Well, he's working on that. He worked on that fastball now, so now he has that.
Awesome.
So, yeah, it was a great game one. Got the win. Awesome. And then we get into game two, and listen, man, I don't know what's wrong with Ranger Suarez. I know pitchers go through this type of thing, but it's like these last couple of starts have been really rough. And it seems like he was leaving a lot of balls over the plate. And of course, the bats did not help. Only managed to get one run on Saturday. I mean, we're struggling against that Schwellenbach dude. They were making this guy out look like a Cy Young. I mean, I'm not surprised because it happens all the time with these no
Yeah,
names. And
yeah,
we ended up taking the 5-1 loss. But yeah, man, the Suarez thing is weird, dog.
yeah. I keep just trying to like remind myself like he was arguably the best pitcher in baseball up until the last couple starts. So it's like he's allowed to, you know,
Yeah.
like have these off moments, but just don't have them in October. That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
Just get it out of the way now.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, people were worried that like it had something to do when he got hit in the hand. Maybe like since then he really hasn't been the same. But I mean, he had one or two good starts after the fact. So I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say it was all just to that. But I mean, I don't
I
know.
don't think that has much to do with it at all, to be honest. To be honest.
Yeah,
I really don't. I mean, like I said, he was one of the best pitchers in baseball, if not the arguably the best. It just at that time, numbers wise, everything. So it's like I mean, he got named to an all-star team, which we're gonna get into later, but
yeah,
there's a reason for it.
yeah. I definitely do think I've said it before. The whole not having JT is just has a huge effect on them. I do. I really do think so. I know it's like some people are like, I don't know, because he's had some good games with Stubbs or Marchand,
I
whoever's
don't think it
catching.
matters.
I do, man. I
I
do.
not that I don't think it matters. It matters who's calling it, but at the same time, it's like a big league pitcher
Yeah,
should be able to be okay.
for sure. I don't know, it seems like we talked about the one game where like it just seemed like they were jumping on like the first ball they threw and they were hitting out of the park, or they were
Yeah.
getting a single, double, whatever, and just
That
seemed
was
like
with Wheeler when he got like 20 or oh no, it was the last Ranger start. You're right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. He
I
only
don't
went
know.
like 4
Hopefully he
innings or
snaps out of it.
whatever,
Yeah,
or whatever it was.
yeah. Hopefully he snaps out of it. It's just it sucks to see because he was doing so good, but hey, man, you're gonna go through these stretches, and it is
Yeah.
what it is. And then let's talk about yesterday's game, which was just
The Michael
ugly.
Mercado thing was a cute story, but I'm over it.
I was gonna
I'm just
say,
kidding. I'm not gonna.
no, that kid might be cooked. I can't lie.
All right. Okay.
It might be cooked,
Okay.
I can't lie.
He does have a 7 ERA.
Uh, yeah,
Oh,
and
and Ronaldo Lopez from the Braves. Whoever thought he was going to be that good? I want some of what you're smoking because, my goodness.
what are
Oh
you
boy.
saying?
I thought that Ronaldo Lopez was going to suck, and everybody's like, "Oh my
Oh
god, he's
yeah,
so good!" Like who saw this coming?
I don't know,
Also,
but
get Whit Merrifield off my team.
dude,
He
he had a
sucks,
good Cup
dude. I
series.
don't care. He sucks.
He had a good
He's
Cup
so
series.
bad. He's batting under 200. He sucks.
Uh,
I know
yeah,
you mentioned it in the series in review that I would be mad, and I am. He sucks, dude. He's batting 197. He's got a 561 OPS. Get off my team.
yeah.
Oh,
I don't know,
I
man.
can't stand it. It's so bad.
I want to see
It's
him
over
succeed so
with.
bad. I want to see him succeed. It does. I do. It's tough,
Me
man. I
too, but
don't
he
know.
sucks. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like he didn't beat out a
Oh,
ball that Rojas bunted or whatever it was. Rojas bunted and he was supposed to score, and in that situation he didn't score. And I'm sitting there and I'm listening. I'm like, don't we have him specifically for things like this? And he didn't do it, so he's not doing his job. Get rid of him. I'm done. I'm over it. I'm done. Finished. Finished. Done. Kaput. It's take him out back. I'm done. I can't do it no
the
more.
experiment is over.
Oh my god. Like it's just like we have to have the roster space for a better player than that. We have to.
I know. I get nervous with the whole like chemistry thing. I like he's a good veteran to have in the
What does a
clubhouse.
35-year-old do for chemistry, Pete?
Listen, man,
Not
he's been
much.
around the league. You just DFA him out of nowhere. You don't think the players are like iffy about? I don't know. It's something to just keep an eye on. I don't know. As much as I hate it too. I don't like that he's batting under 200. It's not great, but it's
What?
tough,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Oh, well,
It's
what are
tough.
you gonna do?
Listen, but you can't just DFA a guy after you just like
You can.
when your main targets in the offseason were
You
like,
want to
oh, we
bet?
got Whit
You want to
Merrifield.
bet? You definitely
I mean,
can.
we could. I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen, but if it does, hey, hallelujah. We'll see.
I'm
Um,
over it, dude.
yeah, so they took the 6-0 loss. Mercado had a terrible game. Just couldn't hit any of his spots. I was listening, I wasn't watching, but I could just tell that, like from the rip,
Yeah, it
like
was rough.
the first inning, the first batter, he walked like 4 straight pitches. I said, yeah, this is gonna be a long game. I could like, it's
You
so
had 3
bad.
walks in the first inning.
I hate when I do that to myself. Where I'm just like, I get so negative, and it's like, yeah, this is not gonna go well. I can just tell it's gonna be a long day. People are like, oh, relax. It's like, no, I'm being realistic here. I know how this team is. Like, just stop. Like, we know how this goes, bro. You can just tell from the rip. But listen, baseball is a very, weird sport, so you never know what's gonna happen. But anyway, yeah, they took advantage of that, and they had a 5-run inning. Behind hitters Adam Duvall, which remember what I said what his season. Remember Dabrowski, he didn't want to go get Duvall. He didn't want to spend a little bit extra money. He didn't want to get a guy like that, and he's killed us in 2 games this season, by the way. So I just want everybody
That
to
was
know
also
that.
his first home run since June 1st. Or
I
second home run.
understand
So
that, but
I'm not
still,
I'm not sitting here thinking he's Barry Bonds.
I know, but still, but he could be better than Whit Merrifield.
You're right about that. But
Right?
he also can't play the infield. To be fair. See,
I
now
mean-
here I am justifying Whit Merrifield.
Well, we don't need him for the infield. We just need him for the outfield.
We could have fooled me. We don't need him for the infield.
I'm just saying. Olsen went deep, and then Kalenic went deep too as well. So, I mean, the guys were it was like batting practice. It seemed like Scott Fransky on the radio is just like, oh, and that one's high fly ball at the left field, and that one's gone. It's like, oh, all right, here we go. Just like, here we go. And then Tyler Phillips had his first major league appearance, was actually pretty decent, other than the 1 earned run. He had 7 strikeouts, man. I mean, and listen, I was worried about that because I remember watching him in spring training, and he did terrible. And I'm just like, I don't want to see that man near my team. But hey, shout out to him, props, because I mean, hey, if he could be something special, that'd be great for us.
Cool moment too. 4 innings pitched, that's huge.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, listen,
I don't know how long it's going to take for him to get sent down, but
I mean, yeah,
he's not going to hold a spot from anybody of importance. I'll put it that way. No offense to him.
Yeah,
just putting it out there.
The bats were also nowhere to be seen. Just an all-around bad game. I mean, it's just like it just seemed like, I don't know if they were tired. I'm not making excuses now, but or they're just
Don't
waiting
worry
until
though. Whit Merrifield got 2 hits. 2 of our 5 hits. He sucks.
That's how you know it's a weird
He's
game.
not good. Yeah. That's how you know something's up.
Yeah. Hey man, it is what it is. Like I said, I mean, I would have loved to see 2 out of 3, but I mean, I think they went 3-3 on the road trip without some of their
Yeah.
top guys. I mean, I would say that's pretty good. I'll take that. Hey, I mean, without Schwartz, Harper, and Real Muto right now, I mean, hey.
I'm not going to look at the record from these 6. I'm going to look at the record from Braves and Dodgers.
True. Yeah,
that's what gets me. I don't know what's going to happen.
Hey man, and maybe the A's too. They're playing well. No,
okay, all right. I need a new podcast partner. I'm taking applications. Give me a break. The A's. Okay, bro.
Listen, man, you never know. And I'm like,
okay, yeah. They're a mere like 20 games under 500 or whatever they are.
Yeah, they are. I just thought of a note that we'd talk about. But anyway, so yeah, bad series. Moving on. The
24 games under 500.
Okay,
that's what it is.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, Braves fans can talk all they want. I don't care. You know, if you want to play us in the playoffs again, we'll just beat you again. I guess. I don't know. Anyway,
yeah. Like
moving on from that series, but yeah, so Schwarber, reports said that he looks to make his return Tuesday against the Dodgers, so that would be amazing. So then we move Stott back down. Stott did okay for the amount of games he played at leadoff. Did okay, but it'll be great to see Schwarber back at the top of the lineup. Harper says he feels good, but might make his return later sometime in the week, probably against the A's. But they were saying don't rule out a return in the Dodgers series. I mean, shoot, if we get Schwarber and Harper back for that Dodgers series,
that's massive.
I mean, it is. I mean, let's not forget. I think the Dodgers, they're without Mookie Betts, so they're going to be without one of their guys too.
Yes. When does he come back? Do you know?
I think I saw it possibly.
I feel like it's been a little while now that he's been out.
I think the end of July.
Okay.
So, and then Real Muto is still set for after the All-Star break, so we probably won't see him until another week or so, another 2 weeks or so, I think. So, hey man, we just gotta get Schwarber back, and we just gotta grind out some wins, man. Somehow, some way.
Yeah.
Pitching needs to be good. We got Wheeler on the mound Tuesday, which is gonna be good. So,
well, who knows?
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
It's getting treacherous, man.
Do you need a new Philly sports t-shirt? Want to rep more Phillies apparel? Philly Go is your way to go, and you can use the code BTBPOD for 10% off your next order. Beyond the Bank is proud to be an affiliate with Philly Go. As always, go Phils. All right, so recent reports have come out that obviously outfield is our top priority when it comes to the trade deadline, and 4 names have been circulating around the Phillies. So I want to see who you really want out of these 4. So there is Luis Robert, Cody Bellinger, Jazz Chisholm, and Brent Rooker.
Oh, man.
Think about it.
Gotta be honest, I want Cody Bellinger.
Okay.
Because I think and the reason I say that is because Luis Robert's going to cost far too much.
Yeah.
Far too much. And I saw a tweet actually minutes before we started recording. It is from James Seltzer from WIP. It's actually it's a quote from him that was tweeted on the WIP account. He said they're going to have to end up putting Aiden Miller in the deal. I would not trade Aiden Miller for any of those 3, meaning Robert, Chisholm, or Bellinger.
Yeah,
and he's 100% right. Like,
hell no.
I'm so sick of these people just being like, well, yeah, let's just trade the farm. We need to win this year. Let's just trade the farm. No, you weren't there in 2012. You weren't there in 2014. You weren't there in 2016 when we were suffering watching this team lose 100 games.
Yeah.
I do not want to sell the farm. We have one of the top farm systems in this league. I don't want to get rid of those guys. Like, stop just saying we're going to trade the farm for a guy who, let's be honest, can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Bellinger's not exactly, it's like the epitome of health either. But, I mean, come on.
It's tough because, like, Luis Robert obviously would be really cool. And
Yeah,
to be honest with you,
he'd be awesome. But it's the price. That's my only problem with it.
it
Sorry.
is.
Continue.
No, you're good. And I just think with how he's playing recently, it's just like it's
They're
tempting,
gonna
man.
bump up the price.
I
That's what
know,
I'm
but
saying.
yeah.
I just don't know how you justify getting rid of Aiden Miller, and you're probably gonna have to get rid of Mick Abel, who's pitching himself out of the system
Yeah, exactly.
somehow.
Um,
Or Griff McGarry. You're not giving up Andrew Painter, but you're gonna have to give up
true.
Aiden Miller, and you're probably gonna have to give up Mick Abel or Griff McGarry or both.
Yeah, I mean, I would say my top three that are untouchable is Justin Crawford, Aiden Miller, and George Clausen.
Yeah.
And Andrew Painter, I guess, if you want to throw in there. But that's the thing. I don't know.
My five are in no order: Andrew Painter, George Clausen, uh, um, Justin Crawford. Honestly, I'm keeping Griff McGarry.
Okay. Hey, I think we're at the give up a good amount regardless. Not like for Luis Robert is obviously number one. The package deal would be insane. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I like the possibility of getting Brent Rooker. I really think that could be interesting there because I think he's at the bottom of the list when it comes to giving them crazy amount of prospects. I mean, the A's are they're definitely in those tough years right now. But I mean, for a guy like him, I think he's 29, so he's already about to be 30. So they might not ask for something crazy back for him. So that's what I'm saying. Like a guy like him can fit in just well with us. I mean, he's been raking for the most part this year on a
Yeah.
terrible A's team. I mean,
Well, yeah.
that is interesting to me. I would really like to see that type of signing.
So he's hitting 278 with 18 home runs and 54 RBIs, which is very good. Very good.
It is.
But it's just, I think Cody Bellinger would fit. I think he has the experience. I think he knows what has to happen when it comes to October and late September. I've always liked Cody Bellinger. I've always been a fan of his.
Mm.
But again, I don't want anybody if the price is going to be insane. I'm not saying I'm not trading anybody for anything at all. I'm just saying, like, they want a Juan Soto type deal for Luis Robert, and that's not him. He is not Juan Soto. As much as I hate Juan Soto, he is not as good as Juan Soto is.
The only thing with
Until I see him in a Phillies uniform.
Hell no.
No. I'm talking about Luis Robert.
Oh, Luis Robert, yes. I was thinking about Soto. Hell no.
Oh no.
No. Stay away from my franchise. All right.
Come on, man. The shuffle?
No.
The Soto shuffle?
No. I don't want that here. We got Harper. We got the better player. Anyway, but the thing about Bellinger is he's another lefty. And we've had this discussion before.
I knew you were going to say that as soon as
dude,
you
he's another we need another right-handed bat that
I
is
knew you were going to say that.
reliable.
Dude.
We have enough lefties, man.
Whatever.
On the bench, too. I mean, you got Cody Clemens.
Half of them can't bat against lefties, apparently. So, there's that.
We already got, like, David Dahl on the bench, which, by the way, the David Dahl thing, I'm done. He needs to go. I'm done. The whole
Well, he's not going to go until the guys come back up. But he's going to be the one to go.
Yeah, exactly. But it's unfortunate.
I told you.
Goodbye.
I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so.
I thought he would be at least
once it fizzled out. No. He was decent for what we need him for.
He was.
But I'm just saying, like I said, once he fizzles out, they're just gonna cut him.
A single here and there would be nice, though. I mean, my goodness, that's all. I don't ask for much, dude. Like it's just like automatic out instantly. It's like great, lovely.
Oh, man,
goodbye. Funny. Dude, it's gonna be interesting to see who they get. This is like it's starting to heat up now, obviously, and we're in the month of July, and
now, but it's funny because, like, and I want to get your opinion on this too. I guess like there's a lot of teams that are still in playoff contention.
Yeah,
like somewhat contention. Like the National League wildcard race is a very tight race.
It is.
So, like, are there gonna be as many sellers as we think? I feel like there's only 5 teams that are really going to be sellers. It's like the A's, the White Sox, the Rays because they love selling or whatever, which brings Zach Eflin home. it's what? Like I said,
No, I
Rays,
mean it
White
would be cool
Sox.
to see, but
Marlins, Rays. It
yeah,
was okay. Rays, White Sox, Marlins, A's, and I mean, what other team really is there? It's like selling.
yeah, you're right. I mean that's a good point. It's just some of these teams like they're not gonna be like so
Like,
easy to be like, oh, okay,
I don't think
we'll
the
do that.
Nationals are gonna sell.
No, I don't think
You
so
know,
either. They're gonna be
they're a good young team,
good.
but they're at the point now where like their guys are here and they're like, okay, we need to just build. Like we
Yeah,
can't keep just dealing these guys away. We have to actually build off of these guys here. You know,
exactly.
I don't know. It's just an interesting perspective. At least it was an interesting thought that I had because I've never seen a wild card race like this heated up
Yeah, I
for
know.
so long. It's been like this for weeks.
Yeah, it's definitely heating up right now, and like I said, it's gonna be interesting to see who we can get at the deadline. I would say, like, obviously we need the bat, the outfield, and stuff like that. But I mean, another bullpen arm wouldn't hurt as well.
We wouldn't need the outfield bat if Nick Castellanos would hit it for his weight, but whatever.
Exactly. But
But
hey,
I'm not going to sit here and say it's his fault.
you said he was looked like he was heating up a little bit.
He's decent. He's not
Yeah,
terrible. He's decent. He's doing
decent.
okay.
Yeah,
He
that
he
is
he
true.
avoids the wrath today. I'll put it that way.
He does. All right. So for our around the league news, we're gonna get into some all-star discussion. The Phillies are sending 7 players to the all-star game.
Franchise
And
record 7 players, by the way.
awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And Alec Bohm is participating in the home run derby this year. Dude, I mean, this is awesome. This is great.
I tweeted from the account, and I wasn't trying to get sentimental, but if you told us, what, 5 years ago, or
Mhm.
the year that Bryce Harper signed, the year before Bryce Harper signed, I guess. So
Yeah.
it's, what, 7 years ago now?
Yeah.
Like, that we would have 7 All-Stars? Like this is why you stick with this team, you know?
Yeah, man. I mean,
But
that's
did you see Wheeler's, like, not participating?
yeah, which to be honest
Is
with you,
it not
I'm not
active or
complaining.
something? Me
I'm not
neither.
complaining. But
Me neither. Me neither.
you know, at least he got named to the All Star team at least, so he has that on his resume. But yeah, I'd rather I don't know. It's I get iffy
I
about when it comes to like All Star game or the All Star break. I say in general in baseball, just because it's right in the middle of the season, or whatever, and it's
Yeah.
just and
And
so
if a
is
guy's in a
basketball. But
groove, you don't wanna
yeah, exactly. It's the point I'm trying to make.
um,
But
speaking of grooves, do you like the idea of Bone being in the home run derby?
to be honest, I don't. I don't like it. Listen, you know, Pete Alonso can go out there and try to, work hard and try to win his
I hate
third home
dude,
run derby if he
no,
wants to,
no.
but
I need to talk about Pete Alonso right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off, but
no, it's
Jesus
fine. Go
Christ,
ahead.
man. He got picked for the All-Star thing.
No, but
Bro,
well, okay,
his ego is too big to let Francisco Lindor be an All-Star when Pete Alonso, in all reality, has terrible stats. He
yeah,
stinks. He's an egomaniac. I'm sorry. I can't take him anymore.
dude,
Oh,
I've,
sorry.
dude,
God.
the fact that he's in the home run derby again, it's gonna be
Bro,
more
he
meme
only he doesn't even
material,
have that many home runs. Does he? Like, Jesus, man.
dude. I
Give
mean,
it a
like
rest.
he takes that so seriously, which I mean, okay,
Well, that's his World
congrats.
Series, so go ahead, pal. Jesus, man. Oh my God.
Well, that
He
was the
pisses me off.
Mets rant right there.
I hate Francisco Lindor, but let's be honest, he should have been an all-star reserve and he's not.
Yeah,
So
for sure. But
ridiculous.
yeah, nah,
Ridiculous.
I'm not the biggest fan of Bone being in the
Oh,
home run derby just because there's been history there of players getting out of sync for the second half, and it takes a lot out of you, man. It's a lot of energy, man. And it's just like I don't want that to mess up his rhythm. I mean, and he was already he's already kind of been struggling this last series. He did not do great. So I don't know. It's worrisome, but hey, who knows what's gonna happen? I mean, and if he wins it, if he does win it,
to,
awesome, great.
to me, it's like this is a cop out kind of, but
Hmm.
like these guys are professionals,
Yeah,
and there's like if he ends up like slumping a little bit afterwards, I'm like, okay, he's tired, whatever. But like if it keeps going, then you can be like, this is his, like, he shouldn't have let it get into his head that much, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I mean, and I think Schwarber a couple years back was in the home run derby for us. And I mean, he was eliminated the first round, but and
yeah,
it still he didn't seem like off a little bit like after that week or whatever. It seemed like he was okay. So I mean, you never know. Like you said, they're professionals. I mean, they might be able to handle it. As long as he doesn't, get too into it, and it's like, all right, now we gotta wait to see you get out of this slump now. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Listen, it's gonna be cool to see. I mean, like you said, if you would have looked back, what you said 5 years ago,
yeah.
and the amount of people, players we're sending the All Star game, it's great, dude. It's great for the organization. It's great for the fans. Like this, we have the team, man. We
Yeah,
have
but
great
you
players
gotta
now.
get it done.
That's what I'm saying. This is like it just goes to show that we have players, man. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's awesome. There's
You
just it's
have
I'm
to
also
get
what
it done this year. You have to get
yeah
it done this year.
yeah. I mean
I mean, I don't really, there's not much else I could say about the All-Star thing. And are you surprised that, I know it's a polarizing topic, are you surprised that Paul Skeens got on the All-Star team?
no, I'm not surprised. He's a
You
good
would have
pitcher,
taken
obviously.
Taiwan Walker over him?
It's never gonna go away. It's okay, but yeah, that was a wild comment.
In all seriousness though, like, are you surprised that Skeens made it to the
No,
All-Star?
I'm not surprised. I figured he was probably gonna make it. I mean, he's
Well,
been
people are so mad. They're like, "Oh my
really good.
god! Well, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy." Well, the Pirates don't have anybody in the All
Yeah,
Star game. Whether they should or not is not the part of this discussion. But
yeah.
he is the only one to make an All Star team on the Pirates. So that's their representation. And, like, to me, everybody just needs to really understand that this is marketing too.
Oh yeah,
Like, those
100%
things matter. Like,
for sure.
but
Hey,
whatever.
relax, people.
Yeah, people just want something to be mad about. With that, we're gonna transition into Pete's picks of the week. So what do you have?
All right, so obviously we go into a tough series with the LA Dodgers tomorrow, but we are back home up until the All Star break. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I really think we could take 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers, and I think we are. We got Wheeler on the mound tomorrow. I think we drop one, and I think that could be the Nola start. I can't lie with you because you know how Nola gets sometimes, and you know if he proves me wrong, great. But I think we will grab 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers, and then I think we sweep the Oakland A's over the weekend and head into the All Star break with some good momentum. But yeah, the Dodgers series is going to be a really good test for us, as we talked about earlier. But I do think that with getting Schwarber back, and then possibly, even if we get Harvard back like the second game in, that would be great for us, and I think we can match up well with the Dodgers. Listen, I think we're up there with the Dodgers, so I definitely think we
Would
can
you
compete
bring
with them.
Harper back mid series though?
I guess not. I guess it wouldn't make sense.
That's just a question. Some people are like, "Oh, just do it at the beginning of each year." Like, I don't care either way. I'm just saying, like, I feel like
I don't think it would be bad. I think it'd be okay if you brought it back in the middle of the series. Because I mean, that's the thing. We don't have. I mean, there's no day break in between these series. It's just straight through into the
that's
All
true.
Star break. So, I mean, hey, if he gets a little bit, fired up in the Dodgers series and then gets ready for the Oakland series and then goes off, I mean, hey, I'm cool with that too. But yeah, those are my picks for the week.
All right.
Let's get some momentum going into the All Star break. That would be great. We need it.
Big time.
I mean,
Big time.
because I mean, after the All Star break, we start off with Pittsburgh on the road, so
Yeah,
that's gonna be a
I'm
test.
going to that game on that Sunday, 21st.
Yeah,
It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, man.
Great stadium. Great stadium.
For sure. Yeah, let's like I said, we put that Brave series behind us.
Yes.
And we forget about it. Per usual, audio listeners, make sure to hit the download button, comment, rate, not comment, just rate. Appreciate it. YouTube, subscribe if you haven't so far. Comment,
hey, give us some feedback. You can do that on Spotify now, I think.
Yeah,
like,
comment on the ratings. We
Yes,
appreciate
yes.
either way. Do
Well, you can't
something.
comment without putting a rating. So
Yeah, whatever. But we appreciate you guys' support. Anybody that is new, welcome.
All right, go Phils.
Go Phils. Get out of here. Peace.